feel like I'm in some other world or something, man. Zdot Krunchie Productions. Don't give up. Keep trying.
What's the reason for giving up?
What's the reason?
What's the reason for quitting blood?
Why?
What's the reason for giving up?
What's the reason?
What's the reason for quitting blood?
Why? These youths don't stick to the talents, I figured it's fashion. That's what they pick over passion. Not me keep singing and rapping. I'm out of this world like I'm sitting on Saturn. Out of this world like I'm sitting on Pluto. This is my new flow, came from Mars. You ain't advanced, you're tripping like judo. Only quitters can lose hope, and I ain't losing mine. I ain't gonna quit, keep moving by. Hit streets at night, put tunes online. Some man give up and go mad. Got a quitter inside, won't hold back. My good friend so cracked to his own dad. Shit's so sad.
What's the reason for giving up?
What's the reason?
What's the reason for quitting blood?
Why?
What's the reason for giving up?
What's the reason?
What's the reason for quitting blood?
Why?
What's the reason for giving up? What's the reason for quitting blood? What's the reason for giving up? What's the reason for quitting blood?
Quitting is worse than failing, cause if you fail at least you tried. Quitters, what's the reason why? What's the feeling like? Do you bleed inside? There's a few things that you need to decide. Why did you start? What's the reason why? Look back to your previous times. Don't stop till your dreams are alive. Don't stop, don't quit, don't give up. Stay on the ball, you can't drop like hiccups. Youngins get funds in from stick-ups until they get nicked by a big cop. Cause shit's hot when you're dodging the law. You don't wanna be caught when you're shot in your drawers doing robberies and frauds. You don't wanna be poor, that's what man do the lottery for.
What's the reason for giving up?
What's the reason?
What's the reason for quitting blood?
Why?
What's the reason for giving up?
What's the reason?
What's the reason for quitting blood?
Why?
What's the reason for giving up? What's the reason for quitting blood? What's the reason for giving up? What's the reason for quitting blood?
I don't quit, still me, I ain't changed. Still me, I ain't changed. Bun two Zeus when I see my best mates. Had more links than your BMX chain. I don't care anymore, couldn't care less. Cause women just cause bare stress. Best stress and aggravation. I'd rather a wife with aspirations. Why give up? What's the reason? What's the reason to stop believing? When you're close to your goals, it's a lovely feeling. Can you tell me why you would crush your dreams? And you may have a chance, so don't give in. If they say you can't, don't listen. Man, I got the talent, but the hope's missing. Too many blokes quitting in broke Britain.
What's the reason for giving up?
What's the reason?
What's the reason for quitting blood?
Why?
What's the reason for giving up?
What's the reason?
What's the reason for quitting blood?
Why?
What's the reason for giving up? What's the reason for quitting blood? What's the reason for giving up? What's the reason for quitting blood?